KDP is positioning troops to PKK areas. So, what was
Yeah.
your impression? Do you think a war likely to happen? What do you think KDP is aiming with that actions?
I was, like you said, I was in Quandil, and recently we've had news that the KDP affiliated, so that's the Barzani clan affiliated Peshmerga forces, have mobilized to the area. And this is kind of ahead of what is perceived to be potentially a move or a war against the PKK guerrilla in the Kandil Mountains region. Now, earlier this week, there was a report which purported to be by the Kurdistan Regional Security Council, which is part of the regional government, which said that they had made an arrest or arrested 17 suspected PKK terrorists, as they called them. Now, this was obviously a very serious allegation to make, but somebody from the council is made up of 5 people. Three of them are from the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan (PUK), and 2 of them are from the KDP. Now, it was leaked actually from a source. I wrote about it in the Morning Star this week. That actually that report turned out to be a fake. It was that the PUK members of the committee knew nothing of the allegations, and the PKK themselves dismissed the claims as absurd. But what it was, I think, aimed at doing is softening up public opinion to say, look, this is the threat that we're facing at the moment, to justify an attack in Quandil. And we have to say that when I visited Quandil, the people there, these are. According to President Erdogan, there are no civilians that live there. They're just terrorists. And he thinks it's just full of PKK bases. But the reality is very different, of course. There's about 20,000 people live there in villages and other kinds of settlements. Most of them are agricultural workers. I met shopkeepers. I mean, there's children there, doing what children do, running around and playing. So this is a civilian area. Let's make no mistake about that. That's what it is. And I met the victims of Turkish bombing missions there. Now, Operation Claw Eagle was supposed to have finished in September. This is I think it started in June or July, but it was again, a mission ostensibly against the PKK, but it wasn't. It was targeted the civilian population. And I met at least 5 families who were victims of Turkish bombing raids, and they were very clear that this is still going on. Every night the drones are flying overhead, and every time they hear an aircraft, they're in fear of their lives. They said they go to sleep every night and pray that they're not going to be killed in their sleep. So the war there is very real, but it's escalating. Like I said, now with this, the KDP are known to be working with Turkish intelligence services. There's talk of a military base or intelligence base being built in Quandil as well. But you have to look at the bigger picture and what's happening more broadly, particularly in the region.